What's up YouTube? Welcome to Crypto Pluto. Here we talk about cryptocurrency trading the right way. As I've already discussed, this channel will be divided up into three parts. The first part will look at technical analysis. The second part will pick a coin, review it, and talk about the psychological and philosophical aspects of trading cryptocurrencies, and we'll discuss how to pick a good coin. And then in the third part, we'll learn solidity programming. The reason why we're doing this is because I personally believe it's very important to understand technical analysis, understand how a coin works under the hood, and then the psychological market aspect of cryptocurrencies. To really pick a good coin, you need to know all these three things, and we'll do that in this channel. Um, Having said all that, today we'll look at Bollinger Bands. It's a technical indicator, but before we start, I would like to mention that starting February, every month I'll be giving away $50 worth of free Bitcoins to a random subscriber. To participate, you have to subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, and leave a comment in any one of my videos with your wallet address, Bitcoin wallet address. So having said that, let us begin. So in order to view Bollinger Bands, one of my favorite websites is tradingview.com. You go to tradingview.com, you go to markets, cryptocurrencies, you click here, and as an example, today we'll pick one of my favorite cryptocurrencies, NEO. So we select NEO. Close this now. NEO to USD. And then we'll look at the interactive chart. Okay. Now that we have this set up, we'll close the RSI, we don't need that. We'll close the MACD, we don't need that for now. We just need the Bollinger Bands. Now, how to get the Bollinger Bands? You click indicator here, and then you type Bollinger Bands. There, you have Bollinger Bands set up. Now, what the Bollinger Bands does is that it shows volatility in the market. What the middle line right here of the Bollinger Band indicate is, let's close these, we don't need these for now. Okay, anyway, so what the middle line in the Bollinger Bands indicate is the 20-day SMA. So each of this candle represent 1 day. You can change that here, but 1 day you can make it hourly or whatever. So these candles right now, each of these candles represent 1 day. It shows the highest value to the lowest value, right? So it shows the highest value to the lowest value. So what this middle line does is that it takes the average of the 20 candles and plots it on a graph. So the 20-day SMA for NEO looks like this. You can change whether or not it will be 20 right here. You can click the cogwheel and change it to whatever you want it to be, but the standard is 20. What the outside lines do is show the deviation from the 20-day SMA. So what that does is, if the outside lines are widespread, it shows volatility in the price action, it shows volatility in the market, and if it's narrow, it shows stability in the market. It shows stability in the price action. And we will look at that. We will look at how to use that to spot breakouts. Granted that using Bollinger Bands alone, you can never spot breakouts, because you can spot breakouts, but you can never spot breakouts to the positive side. It could also be to the negative side. You need other indicators for that, which we will talk about in the near future. But you can spot breakouts using the Bollinger. It's a good indicator. It's not a guarantee. None of the indicators are guarantees, but it's a good indicator. So let us begin. So what we can see here in NEO, if we go back all the way to the end around the end of September, the Bollinger Bands were really wide expanded. There was a lot of volatility in the market, and eventually it settled down and the Bollinger Bands narrowed down. It narrowed down, and as we can see here, once it narrowed down, once the price action was more stable, we saw a breakout in the price of NEO. We saw a breakout and it went all the way up to $48 from down to $25. So it almost doubled. And then we saw that here that the Bollinger Bands were expanded, they were very wide, and then it narrowed down. Eventually it became narrower and narrower, and then we saw another breakout in the price action of NEO. And it went from at this point where it was kind of stable, the low values were as low as $30, and it went all the way up to $130. So that was a huge rally in the price of NEO, and we could see that the Bollinger Bands, when the price action settled down, we could expect a lot of sharks to come in and buy NEO, and then the price action went up again. So what the Bollinger Bands also show is if the market is overextended. So 90%, more than 90% of the price action will always be within the Bollinger Bands. If the price action is outside the Bollinger Bands, it is way outside the norm, it is overextended, and it will come back down. It will come back down, it will stabilize, and it will get inside the Bollinger Bands. So that is really important, and so as we can see here, there was over exuberance in the market, and the price action of NEO was outside the Bollinger Bands, and rightfully so. After this, it rallied back down to inside the Bollinger Band. It's normalized, and then it got overextended again, and now as we can see, it's getting back inside the Bollinger Band again. So that's it about Bollinger Bands. You can use it to spot breakouts, but it's not a guarantee, it's just an indicator. Sometimes if you just use the Bollinger Bands, you can't tell if it's going to be on the positive side or the negative side. For that, you need wedges and some other indicators, which we will talk about later on. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Like this video if you really liked it, and share it with your friends, and we'll see you guys next time.